if you flip it, what do you get? What you said earlier, synthesis. So basically, it's the same exact molecules and same exact substances that you're using in this equation, but it's just a different reaction and it produces something different. This is used in animals, in other species. Plants use photosynthesis to gain energy. We use this to breathe, to create energy. I can't emphasize this more enough. This is important because this energy, which means ATP, you guys have talked about that, I'm sure, is important in every living organism. So make sure you guys get this written down. And basically just emphasize that energy and oxygen. Oxygen is also the main point of it too, because every person, every animal, and every type needs oxygen to breathe. And so that's why it's so related to photosynthesis. All right, now we're going to kind of transition into, did everyone get this, or are you guys still writing it down? Okay, that's fine. Make sure you guys get it down. The arrow is like the reaction. It's like there's an additive right here that creates this right here. It's like heat, you could say. Heat is an example, or basic heat. Does everyone basically got it now? I'll keep it up, don't worry. So now we're going to transition to energy, like I said. So ATP, have you guys talked about it, obviously, in photosynthesis a little bit? What does it mean? Can you anybody tell me on the top of their head what it stands for? Yep, exactly. I'm just covering it back over because obviously ATP is important in both these equations. So in this equation right here, in cellular respiration, it creates 38 ATPs. That's something you want to know. So make sure it's down. 32 of them. 38. Sorry, I'm saying 32. 38 of them. So you're gonna. That's important because I'm gonna break it down later for you. Which parts of the reaction make what and how much ATPs in each part of the reaction. But it's important that you know that there's 38 ATPs within cellular respiration. I kind of wrote that weird. Cellular respiration. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the little slide. I'm gonna have questions for you, and you guys are gonna, as long as you're sitting by next to someone, I want you guys to, if you're not sitting by someone, try to sit by someone so that you can talk to them and relate the questions. Because I have questions in this document that I want you guys to talk about, and then we're gonna go over them as a class. No, cellular respiration is creating 38 ATP. Sorry. I couldn't keep this up on there for you guys. But yeah, that's what you guys can understand that 38. Okay? So here's a little slide. Basically, there are two types of respiration. There is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Can anyone tell me what that is, or do you think what those definition means? What they entitle to? Any ideas? Okay, so let's look at the root word. What root word? You got aerobic. Aerobic. What does that have to do with? Aerobic. Air, oxygen. So what do you think "and" in front of aerobic means? And. So like without. That makes sense? So what would this mean right here? Yes, no air. So what I'm trying to say is, here's the question, sorry. Well, I'm gonna have you guys. Oh, sorry. One more. Basically, this is kind of a funny little pictures I want to show you guys just to show you how I relate to it. You got Homer Simpson. He's breathing. He's having a hard time getting any air, so he's anaerobic. Okay, so he's not getting any air into his lungs, and so that's where the reaction is not happening. So he's not getting any air. And this guy has too much air, and so he's have so much air within his mouth that explains that he has aerobic respiration. Okay, so those are two types. Make sure you have those. Those are really important too. Mr. Drew might cover over more, but basically that's the basic concept of it. This next slide. Where does cellular respiration happen? It happens in the mitochondria. You guys obviously have talked about the cell. I'm sure I've been in this classroom a couple times. And so that's where it happens. That's where it takes place. And so with all your cells in your body, there's going to be cellular respiration happening all the time. And it's continually happening. And that's how you get your energy and that's how you breathe. Now here's another question. What is glycolysis? I want you guys to think about it a little bit. And then I want you to share with your person next to you, what do you think it is? Keep talking. I'm not hearing many voices going. If you're not confident, it's all right. Just take a guess, a random guess. Okay, so does anyone have a good idea what it might be? Something with sugar? Any other ideas? Creating sugar? Okay. Anybody else? Breaking down what? What did you say earlier?
Sugar.
Sugar? So it's breaking down of sugar. Yep. Make sure that's another important thing you guys should have down too. All this stuff is really key to have. There's another slide that I'll show you of glycolysis that breaks down what exactly it all does. But exactly what it does is it breaks down the splitting of sugar. And so this is like the first part of the reaction. So you're going to watch a video here in a little bit, but basically he'll explain the same thing. Is what happens is this is your sugar molecule right here, and it gets broken down and split into different